frustrated last night because I was playing video games with my little brother. Does anybody in here like video games? Awesome. I was playing with him and I got so mad because he can get to level 21 on this game, right? And I can only get to level 6, and I can't pass level 6. But I watch him playing level 21 and it looks so cool. And I really want to play that level. But the computer won't let me get there. Do you guys know why it does that? Why I can't just choose level 21 and play from there? I think it's the same in GG, right? If you want to do something, you have to go through the levels. Why isn't that they won't just let me play whatever I want to play? Linda?
Because because maybe the 21 level is the hardest, and so you could get more focus in the game.
Oh, it's harder on the 21st level. What are you thinking, Ronnie?
He was practicing a lot.
He was probably practicing a lot, so that's why he could get to level 21. Okay, what about you, Nathaniel?
Or you can't cheat and just move on.
You can't cheat and just skip levels, right? You have to go through every level. And it's kind of the same in... When is it appropriate to talk? Once you raise your hand, right? Okay. So, that makes sense. I have to go through the levels and I have to practice to get to the harder parts. And it's kind of the same thing in words. When we're using words, you all know the easy words, the little small words, but the longer words are a little bit harder, so you might have to pick them apart to understand what the word means or how it sounds, right? Yes. So what were we working on in phonics and grammar? Cutting words into syllables. So we're going to work on 3 new rules for cutting words into syllables. You ready? Say rule number 1. You guys all know the letters in the alphabet, right? Some of the letters are called V for vowels, and some of the letters are called consonants. What are the vowels? Let's say them together.
A, E, I, O, U.
And sometimes
Y.
and sometimes Y, right? Is how it goes. So if I was using this rule, it tells us that in a word there's going to be, if there's a vowel, 2 consonants next to each other, and another vowel, then I'm going to split my syllable, or my break, right in between the 2 consonants. And you guys kind of already went over that, right? Yeah. When the 2 letters are the same in the middle. So if I had a word like this, where would I put the break? How would I know where to break it up? Talk to your table partners and tell them how you do it. And tell them why. Can somebody with a quiet hand tell me where we're going to split it and why? You have to tell me where we're going to split it and why. Brianna. Okay. I like that explanation. So I'm going to put my break right there. Sometimes you can break it with a dot, sometimes with a slash. It just depends on how much room you have. So that works. But what about if my 2 letters weren't the same in the middle? What about if it was a word like this word? Then where would I split it? Talk to your table partners and tell them. Where are you splitting it? Somebody with a quiet hand tell me where I split it and why. Brandon. What? You just chose the S and the K? They just look good to you? You're like, ooh, I like that S and that K. I'm just going to put it right there. No. Call on somebody to help you say why you want to put it there.
Because kid is already a word.
Kid is a word?
No, kid.
Kit?
Yeah.
So you can say, how is kit a word?
Like that, the little kid that.
Oh, you're thinking like a kit. A kit is K-I-T. You're thinking K-I-T. But this is a K-E-T. And remember, we're following this rule. What does this rule have to do with anything? KJ, calling somebody else to help you out. Brandon and KJ are both saying that we need to put the break in between the S and the K. Why is that? Can you help them out?
Because you have to.
Just because you have to. That's not following the rule. Think about it for a second, Rodney. Calling somebody else.
Because S and K are two consonants. We have to break it in the middle, like with two consonants.
That sounds good to me. Why is it, Rodney, that we put it in between the S and the K? Because both of them are consonants, and we put our break in between the two consonants when there are two what on the outside? When there are two vowels on the outside. So you guys are right. We're going to put it in between the S and the K. Everybody say basket.
Basket.
I know when I was little, I don't know if they still do this, but when I was in 3rd grade, they said to put your hand underneath your chin, and every time your chin goes down, that's a syllable. But that might not always work. Basket. Your jaw goes down twice. So, but that doesn't always work, so we have to pay attention to the rules. But there's another rule. Everybody say rule 2.
Rule 2.
Rule number 2 is going to be, it's called C plus LE. Let me put a little more space. Say C plus LE.
C plus LE.
And what do you think the C stands for here? Everybody. Consonant. So it's a word that has a consonant and then has an LE at the end, right? So if I was going to put a word up like one that we already used, and this is a consonant, that could be any letter, right? That's not a vowel. And then plus the LE, you put the break right before whatever that consonant is. So if we were using that same word puddle, where would I break it? Somebody with a quiet hand tell me. And then tell me why using this same rule. Using this rule. Brandon, tell us. Between the two D's, and why using this rule? Not because they're double consonants, because here it was double consonant. Here it was double consonants. But here, why are we putting it before the D? You want to call in somebody to help you out? Cool. Call in somebody. Maybe this one's a little harder because I'm using the same word. But what if I put another word under it? I'll put another word under it. Talk to your table partners and tell them where you would break it using this rule. Tell them why using rule number 2. It's a beagle, not a bagel. Okay, you're going to tell me? Talk you know. Make sure you know why. Class. 1, 2, 3, eyes on me.
1, 2, eyes on you.
Somebody tell me in both of these words where I break it and why using rule number 2. Linda?
You have to break it in between the C and the L, and you have to break it in between the G and the L.
Between the D and the L and the G and the L. Somebody show me with your fingers if you agree or disagree. Somebody tell me why they disagree. Viviana? Uh-huh. Where is it supposed to go? In the middle of the 2 Ds? And what about in this next word? Where should it go? Maybe if I put the break where it's supposed to be, that'll make it more clear. I break the word and then there's a consonant and an LE. You broke the word, then there's a consonant and an LE. So where does it go on this one? Between where? Between the G and the L? Show me with your fingers if you agree or disagree with in between the G and the L. Anna, help us out and tell me where it goes. It has to be consonant and LE. So where does the break go? In between the A and the G. Show me if you agree or disagree with that with your thumbs. We agree because it's going to be a break and then a consonant and then an LE. Break, consonant, LE. Break, consonant, LE. Break, consonant, LE. Let's throw one more of these up. Let's see. If we did... You guys ready? Where does the break go if we're following rule number 2? Break the word, consonant, then LE. Where should the break go? Where should the break go and why? Brianna? Show me with your fingers if you agree or disagree. The people who don't agree or disagree just have no opinion at all. Everybody show me with your fingers. Agree or disagree. Hold them up high. Do you agree that the break should go there? Alright. You guys are doing pretty good on that rule, but there is one more rule. Everybody say rule number 3.
Rule number 3.
We're going to play a game after this, so definitely want to be paying attention.